Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sunil Verma. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to take part in all-important sessions of All India Conference of Director Generals and Inspector Generals of Police in Jaipur today. Indian Navy deploys 6 warships for anti-piracy and anti-drone operations in Arabian Sea and Gulf of Aden. Panel on One Nation, One Election, led by former President Ram Nath Kovind, invites suggestions from public to enable simultaneous elections. Polling underway in Bangladesh to elect members of its national parliament. In men's under-19 cricket, India beat South Africa by 6 wickets in Trilateral ODI series in Johannesburg, South Africa. Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended the All India Conference of Director Generals and Inspector Generals of Police 2023 being held at the Rajasthan International Centre in Jaipur yesterday. He is also scheduled to attend all important sessions in the conference today. The 3-day conference was inaugurated by Home Minister Amit Shah on Friday. The conference is being held in hybrid mode with Director Generals of Police and Inspector Generals of Police and Chiefs of Central Police Organizations attending physically from Jaipur and over 500 police officers of various ranks participating through video conferencing from across the country. A wide range of policing and internal security issues including cybercrime, technology in policing, counter-terrorism challenges, left-wing extremism and prison reforms are being discussed at the conference. Navy Chief Admiral R. Harikumar said that India has deployed 6 warships in the anti-piracy and anti-drone operations to shore up its seafaring prowess. Talking to media in New Delhi yesterday, Admiral Harikumar said the number is going to go up further. He said a proposal has been submitted to the government in this regard and clearance is expected shortly. The Navy Chief said this deployment is part of a broader initiative to deal with the challenge in the Arabian Sea and the Gulf of Aden. Highlighting the Navy's preparedness, he said some warships are already equipped with anti-drone capabilities and the Indian Navy is working on the induction of these capabilities in others. The anti-drone measures include GPS jammers, surface-to-air missile systems and laser devices. On the anti-piracy operation to save 15 Indians from hijacked vessel MV Leela Norfolk in the Arabian Sea, Admiral Harikumar said the Indian Navy must protect the countrymen no matter where they are. He said it was not an Indian-flagged ship, but the crew was Indian. The Navy Chief said it is the national policy to help the countrymen whenever they are in distress, and the same was done in Sudan and Ukraine. In Telangana, the state government has decided to come up with a mega master plan policy for industrial development of the entire state by 2050. Chief Minister Revant Reddy informed this at an interaction with the representatives of the Confederation of Indian Industry in Hyderabad yesterday. He reiterated the government's commitment to all-round industrial development, terming it next-level industrial development. The Chief Minister assured the industry body that the government will ensure the security of every rupee invested in Telangana and that the invested money will grow in value. In Telangana, the state government has received over 1 crore 24 lakh applications received during its Prajapalan, People's Governance, outreach program held at Gram Sabhas to receive applications from people for the proposed 6 guarantees. The programs held from the 28th of last month at Gram Sabhas across the state concluded last evening. However, the state government announced that people can submit their applications at the concerned offices. It may be recalled that the Congress party has made promises in the form of 6 guarantees during elections. These guarantees include a 2 lakh rupees loan waiver to farmers, free travel for women in the state-owned RTC buses, and monthly financial assistance to women. Union Minister of State for Power and Heavy Industries Krishnapal Gurjar said Ever since Prime Minister Narendra Modi became the leader of the country, his entire focus has been on the development of North East. He said this during his maiden visit to the newly created Newland district of Nagaland yesterday. He held a meeting with district officials and reviewed the implementation of centrally sponsored schemes in the district. He also interacted with the beneficiaries, public and NGOs. Asserting that Mr. Modi wants the development of the Northeast, the Union Minister said, unless Northeast is developed, our country cannot become Viksit. Union Home Minister and Minister of Cooperation Amit Shah will chair the National PACS Mega Conclave on the Primary Agricultural Credit Societies PACS as Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Kendra at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi tomorrow. The mega conclave is being organized by the Ministry of Cooperation in collaboration with the National Cooperative Development Corporation. Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Kendras provide quality generic medicines to the general public, which cost 50 to 90% less than the branded medicines available in the open market. More than 2,000 types of generic medicines and around 300 surgical items are made available through these kendras to common citizens at affordable prices. This is Akashwani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The panel on One Nation, One Election, led by former President Ram Nath Kovind, has invited suggestions from the public for making appropriate changes in the existing legal administrative framework to enable simultaneous elections in the country. In a public notice, the high-level committee said the suggestions received by January the 15th would be taken up for consideration. The committee has held 2 meetings since it was constituted in September last year. It had also recently written to political parties seeking their views and an interaction on a mutually agreed date on the idea of holding simultaneous polls. It had later sent a reminder to the parties. Letters were sent to 6 national parties, 33 state parties and 7 registered unrecognized parties. The committee has also heard the views of the Law Commission on simultaneous polls. The law panel could be called again on the issue. Polling is underway in Bangladesh to elect members of parliament amid boycott and fear of violence. That is violence. The National Parliament of Bangladesh, called Jatiyo সংসদ, has 350 members, of which 300 members are directly elected through voting. They serve for a 5-year term in single-seat constituencies. The remaining 50 memberships are reserved for the women who are nominated by the government. A total of 28 political parties are contesting the elections, as 1,971 candidates are vying for it in 299 constituencies out of a total of 300. The voting began at 7:30 this morning and will conclude at 3:30 in the afternoon. The ruling party Awami League is contesting 266 seats to seek its 4th term, while it left the remaining seats for its alliance partners. Sheikh Hasina heads the Awami League and has been in power since 2009. The main opposition party in parliament, Jatiyo Party, nominated 265 candidates to run in the electoral race. Our Dhaka correspondent reports that about 8 lakh members of law enforcement agencies have been tasked with ensuring overall security during the elections.
Around 12 crore people are eligible voters in this election, while the number of polling centers are 42,000 and voting will be held in 262,000 booths across the country. Ahead of poll today, at least 9 polling stations were set on fire by unidentified arsonists in Chattogram, Gazipur, Maimansingh, Sherpur and Habiganj district on Friday night and early Saturday. Meanwhile, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party called a nationwide hartal from Saturday morning to Monday morning as a part of their movement to boycott the national elections. The BNP and its allies are boycotting today's polls, alleging a free and fair election is not possible under the current government. Naval Singh Parmar, Akashwani News, Dhaka.
In a significant diplomatic move, Union Minister of Women and Child Development and Minority Affairs, Ms. Smriti Zubin Irani, will be on a 2-day visit to Saudi Arabia starting today. Minister of State for External Affairs and Parliamentary Affairs V. Muralidharan will accompany her in the visit. Ms. Irani will be leading a delegation for the signing and exchange of the bilateral Hajj Agreement 2024 in Jeddah. This occasion will also feature a bilateral meeting between Minister Irani and the Minister of Hajj and Umrah Affairs of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Dr. Tawfiq bin Fawzan Al Rabi'a. Discussions will revolve around mutual interests, focusing on issues related to the forthcoming Hajj in 2024. The delegation will also engage with the Indian business community and the Indian diaspora in Saudi Arabia, fostering stronger ties. Tomorrow, Ms. Irani is slated to attend the opening ceremony of the third edition of the Hajj and Umrah Conference in Jeddah, organized by the Saudi Ministry of Hajj and Umrah Affairs. In men's under-19 cricket, India defeated South Africa by 6 wickets in the Trilateral ODI series at the Old Edwardians Cricket Ground in Johannesburg, South Africa. Chasing a victory target of 257 runs, India achieved the target scoring 260 for 4 in 48.4 overs. Skipper Uday Saharan made 112 and Priyanshu Molia scripted a useful cameo of 76 not out. Earlier sent in to bat first, South Africa were all out for 256 runs in their stipulated 50 overs. India have already advanced to the final as they top the points table. Afghanistan lies in the second position while the hosts South Africa are in third. The final will be played on the 10th of January. In a historic and awe-inspiring event, Sucheta Satish, hailing from Kerala, has etched her name in the annals of music history by setting a new world record for singing the most languages during a single concert. The Guinness Book of World Records officially attested to this feat earlier this week. This remarkable achievement took place at the Indian Consulate Auditorium in Dubai, UAE. Sucheta's groundbreaking performance was part of a concert for climate, a unique initiative aimed at raising awareness about the critical issue of climate change. The talented artist delivered an astounding rendition of songs in an unprecedented 140 languages, captivating the audience with a musical prowess and a powerful message. The number 140 was not arbitrary but held deep symbolism, representing the 140 nations participating in the COP28 summit hosted in Dubai. Sucheta expressed happiness on a groundbreaking performance.
By the grace of God, I am very happy and blessed to have set a new Guinness World Record for the most languages sung in a concert by singing in 140 languages, which included 101 foreign languages and 39 Indian languages in 9 hours in my concert for climate on the 24th of November 2023 at the Indian Consulate Auditorium, Dubai. This was a prelude to the COP28 summit held in Dubai.
The Indian Meteorological Department IMD has said that very dense fog was observed this morning in some parts of Punjab, North Haryana, Chandigarh in isolated pockets over Jammu Division, Western Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. It said dense fog was observed over Eastern Uttar Pradesh, Eastern Madhya Pradesh and Tripura. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Anita Anand.
Thank you, Sunil. News about the halo orbit insertion of Aditya L1 by ISRO yesterday has been carried on the front pages of most dailies. India's star rises headlines Hindustan Times. India basks in sun's glory as Aditya reaches vantage point, writes the Times of India. With the revised Schedule M notification, the centre imposes stringent quality controls on pharma companies, reports the Tribune. Indian Navy, after foiling hijacking bid in North Arabian Sea, hunts for pirates and probes vessels in the area, writes the Indian Express. Bangladesh polls today, Hasina poised for fourth term, headlines the Asian Age. Now you can hire rapid rail premises in Namo Bharat trains for hosting events and film shooting, reports the Pioneer. And finally, Kashmiri language, which has survived only through oral tradition, is set to get a new lease of life thanks to Microsoft and Google, informs the Hindu in a news item titled New Digital Tools Set to Save Kashmiri Script from Disuse. And with that, it's back to you, Sunil.
Thank you, Anita. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to take part in all important sessions of All India Conference of Director Generals and Inspector Generals of Police in Jaipur today. Indian Navy deploys 6 warships for anti-piracy and anti-drone operations in Arabian Sea and Gulf of Aden. Panel on One Nation, One Election led by former President Ram Nath Kovind invites suggestions from public to enable simultaneous elections. Polling underway in Bangladesh to elect members of its national parliament. In men's under-19 cricket, India beat South Africa by 6 wickets in Trilateral ODI series in Johannesburg, South Africa. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.